Well, time now 12:14 this afternoon. We're bringing meteorologist Anthony Copeland. Anthony, a very gloomy day, but a nice warm-up is on the horizon.
Yeah, that's the thing with a warm-up. Once we try to recover out of the freezer box like we've been over the past couple of weeks, we had a significant snowpack. Now this relatively warmer air mass is rolling on top of all that snowpack and generating some fog, some drizzle, and scenes like this. This is from our CSU camera. We have a good look, at least for the bottom half of our downtown view here. We have a cloud ceiling at about 600 feet. So that's the cutoff line at the Key Tower building. The floors further up to higher up could see a little bit more sunny skies, but you got to do some elevation to do any type of brighter activities as we go throughout the afternoon. That is where we're going to see the sun. But overall, we have the low clouds, we have the drizzle. Even on radar, it's overshooting the low-hanging clouds and where we potentially could have the drizzle. So we have to turn on to see what the temperatures are doing, generally in the low 40s, upper 30s. And we also have dew points pretty much matching up with the air temperature. So the atmosphere, at least the low levels of the atmosphere, is completely saturated and it's creating for dense fog for parts of the area. Just pockets of dense fog. No dense fog advisory is issued for none of our 18 counties, but down to 3 miles in Mansfield, down to less than 2 miles in Worcester, right at a half-a-mile visibility from Akron, Canton. We're at less than 2 miles from downtown, less than 3 miles from Menor. So it's going to be working in pockets, reduction of visibility. So that is going to be the biggest impact for this afternoon and evening, right into the overnight, with this overall warmer temperatures rolling across the Great Lakes. So that's generating this northwest wind flow due to this departing low pressure system that will continue to push off to the east. So although we have high pressure trying to slide in, just the low sun angle we have this time of the year, along with the clouds rolling in place. So that's going to keep things relatively gloomy and drizzly for tonight going into the overnight. High pressure slides off to the east, and that's going to really introduce a warming wind for us. In fact, we're going to turn breezier right in and out in advance of our next low pressure system that will be arriving late tomorrow night into Friday. So today, with your National Design Bar hourly forecast, I did include that brief chance, about a 20% chance of on and off drizzle, but mainly looking at areas of dense fog, temperatures hanging out in the upper 30s, low 40s. That's it for tonight. Still remaining above the freezing mark, at least inside the city, 34 degrees with clouds lingering and more clouds, low-hanging clouds and fall to potentially track throughout the overnight. Going into your Thursday, cloudy skies sticking around with a south wind around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Temperatures will continue to warm up into the upper 40s, low 50s with a warm front lifting through. And then we're going to be watching out for scattered showers as we get closer to early Friday morning. This is around midnight and picking up in coverage as we go throughout the morning. Showers and possibly even some moderate to heavy downpours associated with this for your Friday morning. So this is potentially will impact your Friday morning drive. Temperatures will warm up briefly into the upper 50s, low 60s. This is midday Friday, and then we have the down arrow due to this cold front sliding in with the northwest wind, and that's going to have our temperatures falling from the 60s early in the morning, early in the afternoon, I should say, for your Friday morning, and temperatures will continue to fall into the mid-30s for your Saturday morning. Then another low pressure system will be arriving for Saturday. That one has an Arctic front, so we go from the 40s to the 20s, remaining breezy with some snow for your Sunday, and then lingering snow showers for your Monday. Temperatures in the upper 30s with your Union Home Mortgage 10-day outlook.
Yeah, wow, a 60 out there. All right, we will stay tuned for that. Anthony, thanks.
Break out the flip-flops.